And why is Danya dictating the terms? Well, first of all, it was a bishop c4, 𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬, piano, 2 knights defense with knight f6, inviting Wesley, if he would like to go on an adventure with knight g5. Wesley ducked the opportunity, and h7, h6. I gave you your opportunity once. I'm not going to give it to you again. c2, c3. Very, very standard play in the 𝙬𝙬𝙬 piano. My goodness.
That's why he's dictating the terms.
G5?
G5 immediately played.
Wow.
Not even D6 and G5. G5 straight up.
I did this from a Philidor move
Precisely.
order with D7, D6 when my knight was going to D7. But I've never done it from a 2 knights move order, G5. My first impression is, you can't do this.
And this is exactly what Wesley's reaction was. Because without the pawn on D6, now you don't have time to duck the queens on the queen exchange on the D file with the move queen to E7. So he plays immediately, hooking up this pawn in the center, D4.
Right. I mean, oftentimes in a 𝙬𝙬𝙬 piano, you play for c3, d4, the Moeller gambit or whatever they call it. But with the inclusion of the moves h6 and g5, I'd be much more inclined to want to gambit a pawn in the center as white. Please open up the position. Danya played, but Wesley didn't go for the queen. He could have traded queens and, he could have traded queens, and you have to recapture with a knight.
You have
Otherwise,
to recapture with
you're
a knight.
losing material. If you recapture, well, not
you're
losing,
not losing material, but
you're getting a very you are. You're just losing material.
Oh, you are. Yes,
you have
indeed.
to take with the knight. Okay, but then after taking with the knight, let's see this line, because it's very forcing, right?
It's
Rook
very
E1
close to looking very bad for black.
I mean, at the moment, the king is still on the open highway. Maybe I'll go away quickly, bishop g7 and castles. But wow, how much time did he spend on queen e2?
Let's look. D takes e5. Right now he has 1 hour and 16 minutes.
I'm being told queen e2 is actually a novelty.
Yeah.
And how much time did you use?
4 minutes only. 4 minutes.
Wow. So could this have been for his prep on a different game? He did play queen e2, and you said Danya was dictating. Don't go kingside, but if you end up going queenside as well, why? Ask the gentleman on b1 what he thinks about the pawn on c3 and things like this.
To answer your question,
please.
Precisely, I was thinking about this plan: knight to d2.
Knight
Without
b1.
castling. I'm going to delay castling.
Yeah, I can certainly understand why you would
knight to d2.
Yes.
And you're going to continue with your plan. I would assume, queen to e7. And now knight to f1.
Excellent. Excellent plan. Put the knight either and as Maurice would say, every advance like g5 has a drawback. In this case, the f5 square. So it's only natural for me that you would make such a decision to go after the f5 square. Now, if I tickle you...
Let's go knight to h4. And I don't know if this is...
My plan was to go knight takes e4.
Knight takes e4, yeah.
Are you sure
I
you
understand
like
the plan? No. I am not sure of anything yet.
By the way, I was waiting for you to put your knight on f1 before I did this, because here, this was my would-be refutation. I want to take this.
I'm just saying that I have enough compensation. Now, I don't know if that's the case or not. So let's just continue. Queen takes e4, queen takes h4.
Queen takes h4. By the way, I've got a development edge with black. I have 1, 2, 3 pieces off the back rank.
That is interesting that you look at it that way.
You have 2 pieces off the back rank.
Yeah. Somehow I was looking at the position and seeing that the queen is centralized and potentially creating some attacks against the king. I felt like I had the development advantage, especially being to move. But I guess it's not that easy to calculate. So let's go knight to e3.
Knight to e3, and I'll play bishop to
d7.
I'll catch up.
Precisely. And you are ready to castle. It seems
that's
like
my
you're very
dream.
close.
My dream. With or without some ideas of f7, f5, I really would like to put my king into safety.
And how do we assess the position after, let's say, an easy move such as h3?
Well, Never mind how we assess the position. I'm a pawn up.
You are a pawn up, as of now, yes.
And by the way, one more look at Wesley 𝙬𝙬𝙬 rode ahead as, again.
It's a huge game for our standings. If Carissa wins the game, she's the preemptive favorite, without any question, to win the prize.
Well played.
Wow.
I mean, what a time to give the guy a chance to go first. It's like
You
going
guys
into
aren't
a
right.
restaurant.
You guys aren't right.
And
This
the waiter
is,
comes to you and you haven't decided yet, and everybody says, you ask, what are you going to order? You go first. You go first. Okay.
You guys,
you're on the hook.
all I can say is you guys are jerks. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, VAR's going to VAR's going to bail you out. VAR will go first. The first time
I didn't
ever.
ask. I didn't ask.
First
but
time
VAR,
ever.
never, VAR never gets to go first, so he got to go first.
That's fair.
No, it's not fair because I was finally going to get to go
And,
first.
who does VAR
and then what did the
VAR
producer
said
do? He jumped
Wesley
in
to
and
win.
took it over.
Wesley.
I mean, it's not right. It's not right.
Okay,
Everybody's
okay,
a conspiracy.
all right. Come on, Maurice. It's only a 6-hour show. You gotta move it along.
So Wesley to win for VAR.
Correct.
Maurice.
I'm going to go. I really like what Black's doing. But it's Wesley, so it is Wesley. Okay, I'm gonna say Wesley to win as well.
You're joining VAR. Wow.
Yeah, that's bad. I mean, geez. Normally he's the one out on the limb, on the plank, all by himself. It's three of us got our sword behind him. Keep going, and he flips the script and
What
he
do we
wins.
do now, Yas?
So what do you mean? You gave me the choice second after.
I know. You know what? I'm looking at the position. I'm seeing some very easy moves for Wesley. I look at the position and I say, what's your next move? And the guy goes, check. I go, oh, that's a pretty good move. I'm seeing some easy moves for Wesley. I'm seeing bishop e3, knight d2, king up. And in the meantime, I'm seeing one trump, this pawn on g2. And
there is a pass pawn F. You know, the F pawn is passed also. I mean, if you want to think about
not when
that.
the queen just landed in front.
That's true.
I think this is Wesley. I do. I think it's the best position. I don't think
Christian, you get the chance
to
be
walk the plank.
to be like a maverick.
Yes,
to go out on a
profile
limb
and courage.
by yourself, profiling courage like you've seen me do time and time again on this show, successfully, I might add. What are you going to do, Christian? You're going to copycat us and try to be like the cool kids, or are you going to be
the maverick?
the maverick?
Wesley wins.
Ah!
Wesley wins 4-0. That's it. That's it.
You use your only trump on the show to
One
say
time.
predict the game.
One time
and
you get
then
to be
you don't
different.
even go.
Wesley
about-
wins this one.
Wesley wins because the problem is we've just seen the move queen f6, and yeah, queen f3, f5 is coming, but if Wesley goes bishop e3.
Okay, I don't like this one. So we all picked Wesley. Could we get another predictor result? This time, this one.
Ooh,
Which
the
one
Ray
is that?
Robson. That
Oh,
is out. Bishop e3 followed by knight d2. Wesley said, look, let me just start with knight d2, which threatens maybe to establish
that's the key square
knight
for knight.
e4. The queen comes down to f3 check. I can always block. So Wesley saying, I don't need the bishop to be on from c1
I'm going
to
for
e3.
your bishop, because that's the defender of the g3 pawn, the most
Right.
dangerous piece in the position right now.
No, from Black's point of view, this is his ace, no question about it. And if you get to take the bishop and play bishop f4, it's all she wrote. Back over to you, Maurice. You've got 𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬.
Fourth place is Begum, and we were saying
Okay, so
There's no running.
there's no running.
There's no running.
There
And if you
is-
go king to a3 after queen to d5, queen to c5, attacking the king from the diagonal. Because if you go queen to a4, then I can drop the queen back to a4, and that
Exactly.
would be
Queen
trouble
A-
in paradise for black.
Maybe it's not paradise after
No.
all. After
Wait,
queen.
so queen to c5, this is not over yet. Queen to c5, b4. Queen takes c3, king a4.
and
now,
then queen c2.
and I resign,
that's
actually.
so over. That's so over.
I resign. Okay.
Just a second.
Rook D3
Let
check
our
coming.
audience understand what did Christian overlook Look, everybody.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
what's all
whoa,
this?
whoa,
Whoa, what?
Well, we don't like. We don't
What
like
did he
when we
just
see
do?
that happen.
What happened there?
I have no idea.
He was writing on a score sheet his intended move. Then he, what the heck? Can we see that again? If
What
we've
did
got
he-
that
why
on
did he do
camera,
that?
That was really weird. What happened?
I have no idea.
He was like he reached for his queen.
Hard to win a game at the U.S. Championship, as you have said, and this one was insane. He left a knight sitting on F4 in the position. What were your thoughts in this crazy bit of chaos that you faced in this game?
Yeah, I thought I just missed a very good chance to win today and probably the tournament. So that's life.
Where do you see yourself having missed a chance?
Yeah, I think at several points of the game, in the opening, I thought Bishop D6 was an inaccurate. I thought it was much better. But also, yeah, like here, knight H4, G4. No, yeah, here. I thought just knight D2. And knight DF1 is much better for it. So I say play knight D2, Bishop E6, knight DF1, then probably castle long, knight G3. And I just think it's a very difficult position for black. Could be wrong, but I thought I have a very good chance here because his pawns are weak, can't play H5, his bishops. I mean, yeah, I think this is just very good for white, but the computer could prove me wrong. But also, like here, yeah, knight F1 was unnecessary because after knight H5, G3, knight F4, I totally underestimated this piece sacrifice. And then it's not clear what's happening. But yeah, so I believe knight F1, knight D2 instead of knight F1 was a very good chance for an advantage. Also, later here, probably made mistakes. Maybe black could have played better. But this position is very complicated. I think G3 was a mistake. So also, I think after rook E1, queen F6 was a mistake. So here my second chance was knight D2, rook E8, knight E4. Oh no, knight D2, king B8. I guess he missed something. So I think my second chance was knight D6 and queen E4. And white is consolidating. It's a very good chance. But yeah, knight D6, queen E4, and then queen E4. It's probably just technically winning for white. I mean, I think white's consolidating. Black only has 2 pawns. I could be wrong, of course, but yeah, this was just winning. But also, like after king b8, knight d4, queen f5, bishop e3, rook e8, knight d6, rook d6. I think bishop a7, king a7. I thought queen d4 also. I should have played queen d4. I was thinking of it for a long time, but just decided to force the draw. Queen d4, b6, queen a4, king b7, queen e8. So I was analyzing this. Queen d5, king c2, queen d2, king b3, queen d5. So queen d2, only move.
Sorry.
King b3, queen d5, c4. So you go give a check again. c4, queen d3, king b4, queen d2, king a3, and queen a5, queen a4. Like king a3, this line seems all forced. Queen a5, queen a4, and I think, my opinion, white is just very close to winning. At least very good practical try. So yeah, missed 3 chances today. I think if I won today, I would have a very good chance to win the tournament. But that's chess.
I hear you say that's chess, but it seems like you're disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, the three good chances. Also, I mean, Daniel's a very good player, very tricky player. But at the same time, yeah, had very good chances. Just blew it.